Stephanie Joanne White, formerly Stephanie White-McCarty, born June 20, 1977, is an American professional basketball coach and former player who is the head coach of the Indiana Fever of the Women's National Basketball Association, WNBA. She was previously head coach of the WNBA Connecticut Sun in the 2023 and 2024 seasons and Vanderbilt Commodores women's basketball team from 2016 to 2021. Before Vanderbilt, she was the head coach of the WNBA Indiana Fever for the 2015 and 2016 seasons. As an intercollegiate athlete, she was named the winner of the Wade Trophy in 1999, which recognizes the top female basketball player in the nation. White was the 1995 Indiana Miss Basketball and was also named 1995 Gatorade National Player of the Year and the USA Today National Player of the Year. White attended Seeger High School in West Lebanon, Indiana, where she was named a High School All-American by the WBCA. She participated in the WBCA High School All-America game in 1995, scoring 17 points and earning MVP honors. She led Purdue University to the 1999 NCAA Women's National Championship in basketball. She played 5 years in the WNBA, 1 with the Charlotte Sting and 4 with the Indiana Fever. She retired in 2004. White began her coaching career with several assistant coaching positions at Ball State, Kansas State, and the University of Toledo before joining the Chicago Sky as an assistant coach in 2007. After serving as assistant coach for 4 years, she became head coach of the Indiana Fever in 2014, leading the team to the WNBA Finals in her first season. White then served as head coach of the Vanderbilt Commodores from 2016 to 2021. Following a brief hiatus, she returned to the WNBA in 2023 to coach the Connecticut Sun, leading them to consecutive playoff appearances. She rejoined the Fever as head coach in 2024. Named the Sun's 6th head coach, Stephanie White brought boatloads of basketball wealth to the team. After she concluded her playing career in 2004, she took a dive into the next best profession, i.e. coaching. She started off her career in 2003 as an assistant coach in the NCAA. For 4 years she worked in the same position for 3 different programs, and then eventually she took a leap and made it to the WNBA. But it was only in 2015 that she got promoted to the role of head coach for the Indiana Fever, and she tallied a record of 37-31 alongside a playoff record of 6-6. After 2 seasons she jumped back into the NCAA, but this time as Vanderbilt's head coach through 2021. Personal life. She married Brent McCarty in 1998. They divorced in 2002. White earned a bachelor's degree in communications from Purdue in 1999. The former WNBA star, White, has a reported net worth between $3 million and $5 million. The details of her contract haven't been made public. As it turns out, the salaries of WNBA coaches are kept away from the public eye. However, it is for sure that she will receive additional compensation as the Sun has advanced to the playoffs. College career. White attended Purdue University, where she was named National College Player of the Year, Indiana NCAA Woman of the Year, and Big Ten Conference Player of the Year on the way to leading Purdue to the NCAA National Championship in 1999. Professional career. White began her 5-year WNBA career with the Charlotte Sting in 1999 under her married name, Stephanie White-McCarty. She was acquired a year later in an expansion draft by the Indiana Fever to lead the team's inaugural season roster. After 4 years with the Fever, she ranked 3rd in games played, 112, and 3-point field goals, 92, and 4th in scoring, 684. She averaged 5.9 points and 2.0 assists per game. National team career. White competed with USA Basketball as a member of the 1997 Jones Cup team that won the silver medal in Taipei. Several of the games were close, with the USA team winning 4 games by 6 points or fewer, including an overtime game in the semifinal match against Japan. The gold medal game against South Korea was also close, but the USA fell 76-71 to claim the silver medal for the event. White was the 2nd leading scorer for the team, averaging 10.3 points per game. Post-playing career. She retired from the WNBA after the 2004 season and went on to become the assistant coach at Ball State, 2003-04, Kansas State, 2004-05, and the University of Toledo, 2005-07, before going to the Chicago Sky as an assistant coach. A 1999 General Communications major graduate, White sat out the 2002 season with an injury and worked as a television color commentator and sideline reporter during Fever games. Since 2007, White has also served as a college basketball analyst for ESPN and the Big Ten Network, including studio work and co-hosting the network's coverage of the Big Ten Women's Basketball Tournament. White has also worked as an Indiana Pacers reporter for Fox Sports Indiana. White returned to the Indiana Fever as an assistant coach in 2011. When Lynn Dunn retired as head coach of the Fever after the 2014 season, White became head coach. In her first season as head coach, Indiana went 20-14 overall and made their second WNBA Finals appearance, losing the best-of-5 series to Minnesota. In 2016, her second season with the Fever, the team made it to the playoffs for the 12th consecutive time, finished the season with a 17-17 record and lost in the first round of the playoffs to the Phoenix Mercury. On May 23, 2016, White accepted the head coaching job for the Vanderbilt Commodores women's basketball team. She completed the 2016 season with the Fever, finishing her time there with a 37-31 overall record and a 6-6 record in the postseason. Through her 5 seasons at Vanderbilt, White compiled a 46-83 overall record and went 13-55 against Southeastern Conference competition. Her 5th season at Vanderbilt was shortened in January 2021, due to COVID-19 concerns, injuries, and a depleted roster. The school announced that White would not be returning as coach on April 6, 2021. White returned to coaching in the WNBA in 2023 as head coach of the Connecticut Sun. The team had 27-13 and 28-12 records in 2023 and 2024, respectively, losing in the second round of the playoffs each time. White was named WNBA Coach of the Year. White and the Sun parted ways on October 28, 2024, following 2 consecutive playoff semifinals appearances. She was hired by the Indiana Fever for a second stint on November 1.